Passengers are getting more of a personal touch from TSA agents at Metro Airport. As of now, the TSA can use an open palm to check travelers, which, as you can see in this demonstration video, means a much more thorough pat-down.
They didn't give me an option. They just said, go this way, and I went through the new machine, put my hands up, and when I went through it, they said, I'm sorry, we're going to have to pat you down.
Lisa Susan went through the new security checks during her trip to Washington.
It was a woman security official, and she just patted me down. It wasn't uncomfortable, just different, kind of strange, new.
The new screening procedure is catching some by surprise.
I saw a couple people being pulled, and they were just patting them all down. And most people didn't seem to mind it, but they just made sure to explain everything before they touched anybody. They were going all over everybody, but yeah, they explained it, and nobody seemed to really mind, so I guess it was okay.
According to the new rules, you are allowed to opt out of the new pat-down, but if you do, you may be subjected to a digital imaging scanner, which shows security agents what's under your clothing. A worker from Atlanta's airport arriving here this afternoon tells us passengers are doing whatever it takes to stay safe.
We have a lot of people that reject to it and they prefer not to be patted down, but if you want to fly, you really don't have a choice. So.
I want to make it very clear, and I understand, I want to let you know that there has to be some sacrifice and some balance when it comes to security at the airport. But when I came home from that trip recently, that balance just didn't feel right. Let's face it, kids, airports, and security can be a tough mix.
It's a big pain in the butt.
And last month at the airport in Chattanooga, Tennessee, my 3-year-old daughter, Mandy, went from this happy little girl to this during an ordeal through security. My cell phone has about 17 seconds of this. Here, a TSA employee we've decided not to show is patting down Mandy while my wife holds her. First, they tried a handheld metal detector. Mandy was not in the mood. And the TSA employee, well, in my opinion, did not know how to communicate to her. All of this started after Mandy's teddy bear was taken away for screening through the X-ray. And that started the crying, which meant Mandy had a tough time going through one of those metal detectors. It also meant the alarm went off twice. And TSA officials tell me when that alarm goes off twice, everyone, no matter how old you are, must be hand searched. But did it have to be like this? Is there a better way?
In reality, what we as an agency should be doing, or employees, is looking at that child with a little bit of difference in how we handle the child.
James Marchand with the TSA would not comment specifically on the cell phone video, but he says some TSA screeners should follow some advice.
You try to make it as best you can for that child to come through. You ask the child to put their arms up in some way, and if you can come up with some kind of game that you're trying to play with the child, then it makes it a lot easier.
A lot easier, perhaps, with more sensitivity training with kids.
Probably it isn't reiterated enough, and it's something that, since you brought it up here, I will ask my training department to look into and put it back into the training again.
While you wait for that, there is a little-known thing you can do to help you and your kids through security. Next time you fly, ask the ticket desk if your child, under 12 years old, was randomly selected to be screened with a pat-down or handheld metal detector. If a code is on your child's boarding pass, ask to be deselected, which could mean no search like this.
It's not about justice, it's not about agenda, it's not about mobilizing people, it's about dialing for corporate dollars. These two parties have sold the U.S. government and the American people to the highest bidders.
The United States of America is a terrorist base of operations.